this on?
Asuka clearly upset.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
That's Eric.
Someone
right there.
talk.
Someone, retaliation. I don't know who thought this one up, but they literally have no reason to be doing what they're doing.
Bottom right.
What happened?
Who are you?
Retaliation?
Retaliation?
What is it?
Retribution.
Retribution.
Yeah.
Retaliation, retribution, very
Two
similar.
completely different things.
Well, maybe it should be called retaliation.
No, it should be called something else.
Right.
It should be called
Poison.
That's what it should be called.
No,
it should be called
Yeah, that's also a good name.
When Nexus came on, right? It was like, look, you're kind of screwing us. We're the next, up and coming group. We're
Right.
kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Like, well, we need these guys because they're like the next guys up, and you know what I mean. They want better contracts, whatever. These guys have no retribution. Retaliation. They have like no reason to be doing what they're doing, and why aren't they just arrested immediately?
Correct.
Like
Because we don't know who they are and they run away.
But come
Can't
on,
catch them.
It's just it doesn't make any sense. I'm sure they'll give us a reason, whoever the hell they are.
And they punk out 4 foot tall security guards.
I just
Yes,
if you're
do.
gonna like damage something and break something, you would be immediately arrested, especially if we don't know who you are.
Correct.
You're just 5 punks.
Correct.
This is another attempt to just try to. This is like Lost. It's like, oh, we're not going to tell you the secret because we really don't know the answer.
Yeah.
So we're just going to throw a bunch of people in a ring, and they're going to break shit.
One of our fans tweeted us a theory. I don't know if it was his theory or if he saw it somewhere, but he said, I feel like this is not the real faction.
Yeah.
I don't mean the people underneath the hood. We know that these are not the real people anyway. But he thinks that like another group's going to come, kick the shit out of them, and that's the group that we've been waiting for. And these people will never be revealed. It's just some pieces of shit.
They're just filler.
Yeah.
That would be probably a better thing than what they're doing, but how do you explain just 5 random people that are breaking shit and nothing happens to them?
Right.
Oh, I don't know. The same way you explain who the hacker is on SmackDown.
Look, you can have one masked person
away.
come in that looks nothing like Mickie James, and then a few weeks later reveal her to be Mickie James, but you can't have 5 people, at least 2 of which are women, and all of a sudden it's 5 women, or 5 men, or just different people.
Yeah.
You can't throw Dijakovic in there.
Well,
at
okay,
this point.
on,
They're all tiny.
on SmackDown, there was a very dark-skinned black guy who was one of the guys in Retribution.
Okay.
And then on Raw, there was no black guy. There was like a lighter skin. I don't know if he was Hispanic, but you could tell like it wasn't the same guy at all.
I didn't see a black guy in the first one.
Yeah, SmackDown. He's the one that yelled at the cameraman.
Yeah, he had really thick eyebrows, but he didn't. I didn't see like dark skin.
No, he was black.
Maybe
He was
olive,
100% black.
All right.
Like, just go back and watch it. But like this week, now they have a tall guy all of a sudden.
Yeah.
SmackDown, they were all short.
Tall-ish.
And
Like,
then
there's no
just a
way to
little bit
describe
over the
them. They're
women.
just shapes.
They are.
Yeah.
None of
They're
them
not-
are built.
They're not real people.
You know what I mean? They're not like hugging. They're not real people.
They're just robots.
Yeah.
They're basically lemmings.
So yeah, we have to do SmackDown and Raw. But first, we have to thank a few new patrons. Want to thank Tanner Johnson, Robert Kelly, and the Woodster.
The Woodster.
Yeah.
Monster.
I don't know what that means, but
Inside joke.
I guess. So yeah, go to patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling to sign up. We got SummerSlam coming up. We got TakeOver coming up. And of course, the Wednesday Night War recaps are every Thursday. And we got all the brackets. We did the best women bracket. Go check it out. Who's the best woman wrestler of all time?
Who's the hottest male of all time? Or currently.
That's a good bracket.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I like that one.
So yeah, SmackDown starts with the Firefly Funhouse. Bray says, there have been a lot of haters sliding in my DMs, blaming me for what happened to Alexa Bliss last week.
Sorry.
If you want to point the finger at someone, shame on you, Braun Strowman. How could you let something so horrific happen to someone you care about so much?
I blame him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you had to do was give him what he wants. And I know he'll be here later tonight with someone very special. So I suggest you just give him what he wants.
Yeah.
Still no puppets.
No, where are the puppets? I like the puppets.
I guess because they're getting super serial.
Where's the Vince puppet?
Super serious.
That's the most important one.
You could buy a Vince puppet.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, maybe you should do that.
There's a Bray action figure that comes with all the puppets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Firefly
And they're
Funhouse.
action figure puppets?
They're just like little, they don't
Teeny
move
tiny,
or
yeah,
anything.
Little Legos.
Yeah.
Little Lego guys.
Not Legos.
Well, you know what I mean, like the size of Legos.
Oh, yeah.
So next up, we got Matt Riddle versus Sheamus, and
Called it.
What'd you call
This
match?
We
Everyone
talked about
call
it
it?
last week.
What's next for Sheamus?
Yeah, or no, what's next for Riddle?
Riddle, yeah,
And it was Sheamus.
yeah.
Matt
So they're
Sheamus.
actually having a pretty good match, but then Shorty G attacks Riddle for a DQ finish, and then Riddle proceeded to beat the shit out of Shorty G.
And we still don't know how much or why.
He was still wearing basketball shorts.
Correct.
And Riddle takes out Shorty G and leaves. Sheamus then brings Shorty G into the ring and gives him 2 brogue kicks for costing him a win. So at least Sheamus was upset. Like,
Right.
usually heels don't care when that happens. As long as it's like, yeah, we beat up the good guy. Ha ha.
Yeah.
But Sheamus is like, no, you fucking cost me a win.
Right,
And
exactly.
then they go, and winner, Matt Riddle. And then his music hits. Sheamus like, what? Like he doesn't know the rules.
Yeah.
And then Riddle's like, I don't know, bro. Wasn't me.
I don't know either.
It was this guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. I'll take the dub.
Because this isn't like AEW where, wins and losses don't really matter, but they just say they do.
Right. Yeah, maybe that's why they're trying to make it seem like they matter all of a sudden when they clearly don't. But then backstage, King Corbin's hitting on some chick when Sheamus walks up and threatens to kick Corbin's head off if Shorty G costs him another match. So, yeah.
Yep.
And then next up, oh, God, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. We have the Dirt Sheet with Miz and Morrison. And their mics briefly cut out, and they're like, oh, Retribution, you're not scheduled to be here tonight. And their first guest is Mandy's hair, which is a wig with googly eyes. Miz and Morrison do the voice of the wig, and they show them doing the voice of the wig just so that you know it's them and not really a wig talking.
You think that's why?
Thank you for explaining it.
Why would we have to not think
Right.
that we could talk?
Yeah. Like if we did a close-up of this Shawn action figure
Yeah.
and only showed that,
Right.
and you did the voicing for it,
Right.
we wouldn't show you voicing it.
Right.
It's an action figure. We know he's not really talking.
Would they? Yeah, I mean, that's what. That's what's so dumb about it. Right.
Correct.
Everyone knows I do Shawn Michaels. They wouldn't think it's actually Shawn Michaels
Or The Undertaker.
or Mandy's wig.
Yeah.
Wigs don't talk.
Nope.
I think it's Vince's like, we have to explain it for the children because the children. This is all children watch the show. Children watch the show,
and they're
they don't.
idiots.
But they don't. It's all most of their audience again is 50 and older.
Yeah.
And
sure.
AEW again beat them in the 18 to 34 demo. They
Correct.
beat Raw in the 18-34 demo.
Yeah.
Even
And-
if they are children, why do children have to know that a wig can't talk?
Yeah,
What does that even
and they
mean?
probably know anyway.
They,
But this was the worst part.
It is summer, but it is snowing up in here. You guys know what I'm talking about. Mandy's head has more flakes than Kellogg's. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah.
Jesus.
Hair, yeah.
In fact, actually use that one. The Jesus.
okay, does
Hair,
honestly
yeah.
answer this.
Jesus.
Honestly answer this. Does Miz get that script and go, oh my God, they're killing me? Or does he go, I'm a company guy. Yeah, I'll read it on air. I'll make it as good as I can.
I'm a company
Awesome
guy.
job."
This is such good shit.
You think? You think he
Probably.
thinks it's good because like he'll do it and he'll be great?
I'm sure he knows it sucks.
Oh,
unless they're letting them write these segments because they're best friends. And
Yeah. Which
Either
I hope
way,
it's not the
It's
case.
not
just
show
bad.
friends, Andrew. It's show business. I can't imagine they're letting them write it. I would not. I would hope that the Miz isn't.
Well,
this
was
dumb.
the dirt sheet like this back in the day? The first time they did it, or is this a new thing? Did they not do this?
They weren't as goofy the first time.
I don't remember the dirt sheet.
Yeah, I don't
Was that
remember
really
the
a thing?
dirt sheet either.
I know it wasn't this stupid.
But they had it. This existed. Like
It
10 years
existed.
ago.
It did.
The dirt sheet.
Yeah.
That was before the PG era, so maybe
Oh.
it wasn't as bad.
Well,
But I don't know.
Everything
But
is
well, you
better.
say that, but then flash forward to Randy Orton, and that was amazing and was not PG at all. But
It's true.
But hair, yeah, that's pretty awful. Their next guest is Sonya Deville, who talks about how much she loved beating up Mandy and cutting her hair off. And then Sonya bitches that Mandy got to the WWE by winning bikini contests. And she also won a Bumpy Award for making out with Otis.
What the fuck's a bumpy award?
Joe, what's a Bumpy Award?
What's a bumpy?
When like a really hot chick kisses a fat guy,
Yeah.
and bumps into his stomach.
Oh.
Maybe
No,
that's a
like a bumpy award.
Well,
It's
that's
funny
the
they say
bumpy award.
that, and again, go on Twitter one day, and they have their show, The Bump, which is their social media show.
Right.
And you'll see like 50 people are watching it.
Yeah.
So like 50 people fucking know what The Bump is, and it's their Bumpy Awards. It's fucking
That's what it
stupid.
was. The award show for The Bump.
Yes.
Jesus.
Right. More people know about our awards
Probably.
than the Bumpy
Clearly.
Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should go check that out, and then all of a sudden we see they do the same awards we do.
Right.
It's like, oh, who's your worst and best dressed?
Yeah. Then we file cease and desist.
We do, right.
So then Heavy Machinery hits the ring, and what do you know? Otis has the Money in the Bank briefcase with him.
Oh, who's he cashing in on?
No one.
Yep, that makes sense.
He might never cash it in.
'Cause he's an idiot.
So Tucker and Otis beat them up a little bit, but then Miz and Morrison retreats, and later Kayla interviews Otis backstage, and he's pissed and vows to make Miz and Morrison pay for making fun of Mandy.
Okay, I'm going to make you pay.
Next up, we have Lince Dorado versus Cesaro. Here's Dorado's backstage video promo before the match.
You can't call yourself the Lucha House Party if you don't know how to party. And Cesaro is también Shinsuke. That Champions Party you threw last week? Here, eso como se dice. Oh, whack! Now tonight, Cesaro, when you mix it up in the ring, I'm going to teach you how I like to party.
Whoa.
Lince
What was
Dorado's
that?
16?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Como se dice?
Yeah.
I'm going to teach you how to party. You can't, look, you guys, you can't be a member of the Lucha House Party if you don't know how to party. That is true.
Right.
He did say that. That is a fact.
Yes.
And then Cesaro wins with a neutralizer. All right, so next up, The Fiend makes his entrance to the ring. And I'm pretty sure this is the first time he's had like a full entrance with music on a non-pay-per-view.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Maybe.
You know?
Had the lantern, had a...
Yeah. Came
fully
out to the
dressed.
song. Usually the lights just go out and he appears in the ring. And they did this... They went to commercial during the entrance, so really didn't even have the full entrance.
That's
but
stupid, right?
when we come back, the Fiend's in the ring with Alexa, just like last week.
Mm-hmm.
How did she get there?
Right.
How did she get there?
He
Tell
depped her.
He depped her?
Yeah.
No, we went to
He
commercial.
He was in
Yeah.
the ring.
Then summoned
and
her.
Then the lights went
Summoned
out.
her?
Yeah.
And then the music. And then she appeared.
Is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay, so he can teleport not only himself, he can teleport anyone he wants.
Correct.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Well,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
the more you know.
Shows
I've been
me.
sending him text messages. Please teleport me to the performance center, writer's room.
Right.
So the Fiend crawls to her and again slowly puts his fingers near her mouth
Oh.
because he's gonna fuck it. But Alexa stops him by caressing his face, his
Mask.
Mask face?
Mask face.
and he gets confused. He's like, "Bruh," and he doesn't attack her.
I don't understand feelings.
Right? The Fiend doesn't have sex.
You like me? I have to rape usually.
Yeah.
This is different.
So then Braun appears on the Titantron, and it's just like a really tight close-up of his face. Someone tweeted, it's like when you're looking in the microwave waiting for your food.
Right. That's what your food sees.
And Braun says, I don't give a damn about Alexa. All I care about is destroying you.
I am fulfilling my destiny. I am more than a man. I am the thing that nightmares are made of. I am the monster. Fiend, you can have whatever you want at SummerSlam. Face your fears. Face the monster.
Jesus.
Sucks.
Still not sold.
Terrible.
I'm not afraid of you.
Right.
I'm not afraid of you.
Sucks.
And then he's like, and Alexa,
I'd be like, Kitty.
Thank you for letting me borrow your lavender lotion.
And I was going to say that. I just want to congratulate Miz.
Congratulations on the dirt sheet. I thought it was hilarious.
On another note, congratulations, Drew McIntyre, retaining the WWE Championship.
So I guess he is turning heel. The Fiend changes everyone, and Braun's no different. Because he said, I don't give a damn about Alexa.
But
Right.
the Fiend is a heel, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's heels everywhere.
Well, the Fiend's more of a face, but a heel.
But he kidnapped a beautiful girl.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, if he turns her, I'm on board.
Turns her.
You just made me jealous. I'd like to put my fingers in Alexa's mouth.
Certainly.
Consensually.
Yeah.
Consensually. All right. Next up, we have Jeff Hardy versus King Corbin. Sheamus comes out and bro kicks Hardy to cost Corbin the match. So I guess he's not done with Jeff Hardy.
All right.
I'm done with Jeff Hardy. And then next week, bro kick to Jeff Hardy.
I'm not done with Jeff Hardy.
He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
I was done with him until he got involved in my business.
So then, when we come back from commercial, we have Sheamus versus King Corbin. No Jeff Hardy.
Heel.
He's dead.
So Jeff Hardy got bro kicked.
Woke
up.
Out of the building.
Woke up. Sheamus is in the ring like, sorry, fella. And Jeff's like, it's cool. I'm going to have a beer.
Yeah,
and
I'm
he
out.
fucking leaves.
It's cool. I'm just going to close my eyes and turn into someone else and go scare some kids.
I could teleport too. Fuck you. So yeah, Sheamus versus King Corbin. Later, Matt Riddle comes out, springs off the top rope, jumps over Corbin. He's in the ring.
Yeah.
And then Sheamus hits the bro kick for the win. So those three matches, all interference. Like,
Right.
what is going on?
They're going to have a fatal 4-way for
Yeah,
nothing.
they're all just going to
Wait,
fight
fatal
each other.
5-way?
For what?
Yeah, they're all for nothing. They're all just going to fight each other at SummerSlam for nothing.
For nothing.
Maybe winner fights AJ Styles. I don't know. AJ Styles hasn't been on the pay-per-views. Who knows? Maybe he'll skip SummerSlam too. Who knows?
I would.
It's like they're trying to keep AJ where it's like you only get to see AJ on SmackDown, so you have to watch SmackDown because that's the only show AJ's
Just ratings.
on. Yeah.
People are like, hey, I've seen other sports do this, so Vince, I still want to get paid, but I'm opting out. Vince is like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. So then Kayla Braxton interviews Big E backstage. He's excited about his singles run, and then he makes Kayla chant New Day Rocks, and she dances like an idiot.
He should have made her chant Big E Rocks.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You want to fight?
There's no more New Day.
No, that's
No,
fine.
there isn't.
There's no more New Day.
Out injured.
Right. He should come out to his music he had before the New Day, which I have no idea what it was, but
I slightly remember it. It was okay.
do it right now.
I want to think about the new day. Can you do it?
I don't memorize it. I remember the tune.
Yeah, do the tune.
Okay, yeah. Hold on. Let me pull up YouTube.
Okay, never mind.
I'm going to keep them in my prayers. I got Kofi on one butt cheek, and I got Xavier Woods on the other.
He should just come out to AJ's music.
Yeah.
AJ Lee. Because remember, he was with her for a while.
Because he'll slide it up.
Slide it up. Also backstage, Bayley tells Sasha, I wish you would have asked me before you put me in a match with Asuka, but Sasha's like, it'll be fine. And then some guy walks up who's smiling because he can't believe he's on TV. And he tells him, he's like, you guys are needed in the video conference for video conference with Stephanie McMahon. And then he fucking walks away smiling. He can't fucking believe that he got to talk on television.
You guys are needed in a video conference with Stephanie McMahon.
So they go to the ring and we have a video conference.
Oh, the video conference room.
Yeah.
The ring.
The ring.
At the performance. right.
With Stephanie on FaceTime or whatever. And
On the toilet again.
She's upset that Bayley and Sasha keep breaking the rules. Even though when she wrestled, she broke all the rules.
Every single fucking
I think the
rule.
last 3 matches, she broke every rule.
Yeah.
Every match of her career. So they tell Stephanie, we watch you every day on the WWE Network. And then Stephanie says, don't worry, I'm not one to hold a grudge. I'm a McMahon.
It's all you do.
So then she says, she tells Sasha, you'll be defending your Raw Women's Championship at SummerSlam. She says, I'm not going to punish you. I'm going to challenge you. You both have to defend your titles at SummerSlam. Oh, really? So does everyone else, right? Everyone defends
Every
their
other
titles?
title. That's some challenge
Except
punishment.
AJ Styles.
Maybe, yeah. So, yeah, she's like, you're going to be defending your Raw Women's Championship at SummerSlam, and it might be against Asuka if she beats Bayley on Raw. And then she tells Bayley there will be a triple brand battle royal next week on SmackDown, and the winner will face you for the title at SummerSlam. And that's basically because, again, she's beaten everyone on SmackDown.
Every single person.
So this could be... I mean, it could be Bianca Belair if they want, although she's kind of involved with the Street Profits thing. It could be Rhea Ripley.
That would be cool. Rhea Ripley would be good. I would
Ripley
love
might
to see it be Bianca Belair.
Ripley's probably fighting Mercedes Martinez at TakeOver, or maybe the week before TakeOver, and that's how. So, yeah, maybe it'll be Rhea Ripley. I don't know who else it could be.
Right.
That would be a good match and someone that for a SummerSlam match.
Probably going to be Nikki Cross. That's what I got my money on. Again.
Yeah. Poor Kyrie. I mean, she's gone now, but we'll still have this forever.
Always in our hearts.
Yes, and our soundboards.
Gone too soon.
But at least she's having sex with her husband. Again.
No.
That's
Lashley
tremendous.
doesn't like that.
Lashley went with her?
So for the main event of SmackDown, we got Miz and Morrison versus Heavy Machinery with Sonya ringside. Doesn't really make sense,
No.
but she's just out there so that Mandy could run out mid-match to attack Sonya.
Right.
And Michael Cole doesn't recognize Mandy
Who? What? I don't...
because she has shorter hair, like 3 inches off.
Yes, 3 inch
And
shorter
fucking
hair.
Michael Cole's like,
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
fucking retard. He's like, what? Who is that? Huh? Hold me.
Michael, come here. Make a really big deal out of Mandy's hair. A woman cut her hair. This is huge.
Yeah.
This is like fucking the Warrior returning to WrestleMania.
Yeah, right.
And she's still hot as fuck. Like, it
Right.
didn't...
I mean,
So Mandy and Sonya brawl in the ring. So the ref ends the match. Again, they were not in the match.
Nope.
They didn't touch anyone in the match. Matt Riddle got in the ring earlier, distracted a guy in the match.
yes.
Right.
Keep it going. Again, these refs,
Keep it going.
these refs, they're like the NBA refs. Like they
No,
just each ref is
ring the
different.
bell. I'm too hard. Ring the bell. I'm hard.
I'm hard.
Ring the bell. Can't concentrate with this thing. There's no blood in my head anymore. It's all gone.
To be fair, they're the referees just like in every other sport. All the
Right.
different ones they have their own rules for each
Correct.
each game.
Oh, yeah.
Like in baseball, some umpires will be stingy with balls and strikes, or like they have different strike zones. Like what? You have different strike zones?
Yeah, depending on the
fuck?
guy, the moment, the region, Andrew.
Yeah.
Could be different.
Stupid. So Heavy Machinery and Miz and Morrison pull them apart. But why? Are girls
Yeah.
not allowed to fight?
Nope.
I don't understand. Like Mandy was beating up Sonya, and then Otis was like, and it's like, why? I thought you wanted her to hurt her.
Right.
And they're wrestlers. They fight.
If this was the Attitude Era, they would have pulled up like Barker lounges, like lounge
Yeah.
chairs, and
Put
eat
cigars
popcorn.
They would've
on. Held up numbers 10.
They would have just
Nine.
they would have just sprayed oil from outside the ring.
Otis, get the hoses.
yeah, I'm coming.
We need more oil, Take. Yeah.
And he's like holding it by his dick.
And then everyone will be doing this.
Right.
Rubbing their
one's-
mouth with
yeah.
their one finger. Oh,
Right.
yeah. He just came on you with his mouth? Yeah, he did.
So after the commercial, everyone is backstage, like Heavy Machinery, Miz and Morrison, and they're still trying to separate Mandy and Sonya backstage. But then Adam Pearce, the tall bald guy, is in the middle.
The SmackDown GM.
The SmackDown GM. He's yelling for them to stop. He's like, "Stop it! Stop it! Stop!" But then the lights go out for a few seconds, and then they come back on. So Retribution just flipped the switch on and off.
And everyone's losing their mind.
And again, they're trying to be like, "Oh, we're having brownouts," even though they don't say that. But it's like, if you took a fucking Molotov cocktail and set the generator on fire, you wouldn't have brownouts. It would just be out.
Right.
It doesn't fuck. Well, the generator exploded, so we're gonna have some brownouts.
Gonna go.
What?
Yep. Just gonna go out a few times, like when big moments happen that we don't know how to explain or film.
Right.
Oh yes, to be continued.
Yeah.
So then Retribution comes out to the ring carrying weapons.
Retaliation. Yep.
Once again, their faces are covered. All 5 members of the group can barely see over the top rope.
Right.
Cole and Graves run to the back, and one of the Retribution members almost hits Graves with a bat. Someone said that was probably Carmella. And then one of the guys yells into the camera. He's like, "This is our house now. You might want to leave. You might want to go home." And the crew members run to the back.
Right.
And they keep cutting to cameras on the ground. And the hard camera is very far away, and it's zooming in and out and shaking for no reason.
yeah.
Like, is someone fingering that cameraman?
Maybe there's a
One of the
sixth
members
member just fingering like,
and he's like,
Don't
"Oh,
stop!
Stop it!"
don't stop.
Yeah. It's really stupid. Then Retribution beat up some of the male wrestlers acting as fans.
Uh-huh.
And then 2 of them beat up a woman.
Here we go.
For a long time.
But then they take their hair out at this point to show us that it's okay because it's woman-on-woman violence. Now, this Retribution, they're fucking domestic terrorists. They're setting shit on fire. They're
Blowing things up.
threatening lives, but the men would never hit a woman.
The men don't hit girls. That's our one rule.
That's
the rule
my
you
one
have
rule.
to break.
Yeah. And then they flip the announce table and spray paint everywhere. Then one of them brings a chainsaw into the ring and cuts the ring ropes.
This was so underwhelming because it's like
chainsaws.
he's like, revving the chainsaw and then it's just like, "Brr."
Yeah.
Like it takes nothing to cut through the rope. Like he should have dug the chainsaw in the middle of the ring and like.
That's too expensive. Are you crazy?
He should have just done it to one of the ropes and the whole ring collapses.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Look, they're doing these movies now, movie matches, right? It's all edited. They should have cut the arm off of like the heavy metal guy. Be like, la la la, oh no, I can't. Oh, guitar here, la, 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 la.
And like the blood just goes right in the camera. And all
Like
you
out
see
of a
is blood.
Tarantino movie.
But no,
Kill
this
Bill
is
style.
This is fucking retarded. Like, how long until they go from destroying everything in the performance center to having matches in the ring and following tag team rules?
Right.
Like,
no time.
Tag! You tagged him in. Good job. Good job.
Way to follow the rules.
2 weeks ago, you fucking set the whole building on fire. But thanks for signing. You signed your contracts. We negotiated with these terrorists.
Yep.
We gave them contracts, and now they're going to tag in and out.
Now, when there's a 5 count, you better stop, or you're going to be disqualified.
I hope it's what the guy said, that this is not really a group, and someone else will show up and beat the shit out of them. Or I just hope it's no one I like in this group. I hope no one I like is in this group, because they will be, first of all, they will be buried fast because they're garbage.
Oh, for sure.
Anyway, and Vince will get cold on them, but it's really bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad. But on to Raw. Where there will be more retribution.
Oh, boy.
So Raw starts with Samoa Joe in the ring. He introduces Seth Rollins, who comes out with Murphy. And then he introduces Dominic Mysterio, who comes out with a kendo stick. And he's got his own music now. It's pretty lame, but whatever.
Right.
He's got music. Seth calls Dominic a coward for bringing a kendo stick. So Joe says, I'll hold on to that for him. Seth asks Joe, you think this is funny? And Joe says, no, actually, I think it's sad.
What I should be seeing is Seth freaking Rollins, the greatest superstar possibly of his generation. But what do I see instead? I don't see Seth freaking Rollins. No, you see, I see a man who had the WWE Universe boom a few times and he got all caught up in his own feelings and thought it was justification to do with whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted.
It's true. We should be seeing
Yeah.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Correct.
But instead we have the Monday Night Messiah, who sucks. Seth yells, I tried to be Seth freaking Rollins, and everyone crapped on me. Dominic basically tells Seth, he's an asshole, and Seth tells him, you wouldn't last 10 seconds in a regular one-on-one match with me, so I'll do you a favor. At SummerSlam, you could bring that kendo stick or any weapon you choose. That way you have no excuse when I end your career before it even begins. So they both sign the contract for the match, and then Dominic signs his WWE contract, so it's official. He's a superstar.
And
You mean he signed his death warrant?
Yes,
and this is a match for the ownership of Rey Mysterio, right?
I believe
Yes.
so.
Okay.
Who's
probably
his real?
fighting for his dad.
I'm your real son.
Yeah, who's really his son.
It was me that whole time.
And this will be the 15th anniversary of that match. Perfect.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. So Seth congratulates Dominic, but tells him get out of the ring and take some notes because I have a match with Humberto Carrillo, Joe's favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
I don't mean
Joe's
Samoa.
pick for U.S. title. at SummerSlam.
Cha-ching. And that's money leaving my pocket.
So Seth hits a super kick, followed by a power bomb, and then curb stomp for the win. All right, nice combo. Murphy then attacks Dominic after the match. Seth joins in. They rip his shirt off, tie him up to the ropes, and they welcome him to the WWE. He really earned it.
He did.
Because then they torture him with like 100 kendo stick shots.
Yes.
And he was going to give him the curb stomp, but Dominic just passes out in the middle of the ring. But did you see the photos of his stomach and back?
Did you see his front?
Yeah, that's what I said. His stomach.
Stomach, yeah. Duh.
But
Yeah, it
put
was
it on the
disgusting.
yeah, it was fucking brutal. Like,
I don't know I think they might have doctored some of it.
Maybe.
Because it looked like that immediately after when he was still laying in the ring. Like that's like the next day kind of welt. They might have doctored some of
again,
it.
this wasn't live. So
Yeah.
They probably took these photos whenever.
But
yeah,
still,
I mean,
it was brutal.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
either
It was
way.
kinda brutal.
It was
Right
very
on the nipple.
Right on the. But like,
Not the nipple.
Not the nipple.
It was almost disturbing.
Yeah. Oh, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
You know,
Sure.
like okay,
Look how defeated he looks
Yeah.
too.
he's
And
like,
that's real.
Yeah.
Because he's like,
You know what he's thinking,
this really
right?
happened.
like I told my father I didn't want to be in this fucking business. We have more money than we'll ever need. What the fuck, Dad?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next up, we have Andrade versus Angelo Dawkins. Zelina Vega cuts a promo before the match, claiming she had nothing to do with Montez Ford being poison. Thanks, Vince. And then Andrade jumps off the top rope, but Dawkins hits him with a big right punch. Vega gets on the apron to distract the ref, but then Bianca Belair runs and pulls her off, and then Dawkins hits a big spine buster for the win.
Did you see the thing on Twitch
Yes.
where Bianca interrupted Zelina Vega's, and it was like storyline?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Vega was doing a Twitch stream, and then Bianca Belair showed up and attacked her.
Broke
like, in
into
her house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And attacked her.
Right.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's what? What's wrong with that?
I mean-
they're doing their own thing. I mean,
Now
was
they're,
only
now
on
they're going
Twitch?
to reach
Yeah.
out to Twitch because it's popular.
They do
No.
a B&E and it's not on the show.
they would have showed. Yeah, why didn't they show it? Right,
Yeah,
they
right.
should have showed it. But yeah, maybe that's why, because they don't have a Twitch sponsor. or
Here's
anything.
my
Right.
problem with the whole poisoning angle. First of all, it can't be Vega now, because she
No.
said it like 100 times that it wasn't her.
right.
It'll still be her.
Right, I think it will be. But when you say it that many times, then you go, no, just kidding. It's kind of like you lose faith in your audience a little bit when you do stuff like that.
Right.
Secondly, if it's not her, then she has to become like a face almost immediate. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you accuse a heel of doing something bad,
Yeah.
then you find out they didn't do it. It's almost like a face turn.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So
that's not
clearly
gonna
it's
happen.
Angelo Dawkins.
I don't know. I mean, that's usually what it is. It's
Right.
usually the tag team partner.
Right.
But
Yeah.
why break them up so
They
fast?
just got here.
Yeah.
And they're kind of decent.
But yeah, Belair hits the KOD for the win. Then Tom Phillips even says Belair gets some, not retribution. Belair gets some retaliation
Thank
from
you.
her husband.
Yeah.
That's where I got it from.
And so even he's
I think
like,
he said revenge,
even
but
he's all in. He said retaliation. But even he's all in, like that Vega poisoned him. So yeah, that's why I think it's not, because everyone's saying it, so it seems too obvious.
Too obvious,
Right.
for sure.
But I hope it's not Angelo Dawkins. I think it's too soon for that.
Too soon for
Maybe
these
it's
two to,
maybe
yeah.
it's Retribution getting retaliation
for
for revenge. No,
You kept it going for a while.
yeah.
retaliation.
So Caruso interviews Bella after the match, and she says that's what Vega gets for poisoning my husband. And then Charlie asks for an update on Ford, and then Belair walks away. And
She
then,
poisoned him.
And then maybe it's Belair.
Yeah.
And then Dawkins says Tez ain't missing the biggest party of the summer, so we'll see you at SummerSlam. So
Where they will for sure lose the titles.
yeah, because they'll be
Book
poisoned.
it.
They'll be poisoned.
Right,
Yeah.
both of them.
Everyone in the match gets poisoned, and they're all just dropping.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
Who fell on who first? All right, there you go. So next up, we have the VIP lounge with the Hurt Business. MVP accuses Apollo Crews of messing with the lights last week because that's the only reason he could have beat me. So I guess he thinks Apollo's a part of Retribution.
Yes.
He's way too buff,
Right.
to be one of those guys. So then Apollo Crews comes out and says at SummerSlam the only lights that'll be going out will be yours. And then Lashley and Benjamin leave the ring to attack Crews, but then Crews slides in the ring and knocks MVP out, and then he throws a couch at them, but they get out of the way, and we go to commercial. And I was like, it's going to be Apollo Crews versus Shelton Benjamin when we come back.
Yes.
And there was Apollo Crews versus Shelton Benjamin.
Right.
Good
Because
call.
he can't fight MVP.
Right.
He can't beat Lashley, so it's
No.
not going to be Lashley.
Of course
So
not.
Of course it's going to be
Gotta
Shelton.
protect that moron.
Yeah.
But that doesn't even matter because Lashley distracts Crews and then Shelton rolls him up for the win.
Yep.
Shelton Benjamin, who can only beat Akira Tozawa and R-Truth, beats Apollo Crews.
And new
Yeah.
No.
United
it's not how it
States
works.
champion. No,
It's not how
But
this
you
works.
beat the champion.
So now he might be in contention for someone to think about possibly making him a contender.
Maybe. He has to talk to Adam Pearce, who's the SmackDown GM.
Yes. And he
Even
has
though
to
he's-
find out who the Raw GM
Yeah,
is
that's
from
why-
Adam
yeah,
Pearce.
This could lead
to a future title opportunity.
Adam Pearce is like, I think Retribution's the Raw GM.
Yeah, I think so.
they're in charge. So yeah, after that, Lashley is about to put and Cruz in the full Nelson, but MVP tells him to stop because I need him healthy for SummerSlam. But then MVP tries to attack Cruz, and then Cruz just kicks MVP in the face and escapes out of the ring.
Right.
How exciting. Breaking news. All of a sudden, we have breaking news. Tom Phillips says, we got word that a cinder block has been thrown through a glass door of the Performance Center. So let's watch that now. Like, why did he have to tell us what we're about to watch?
Right.
So then we watch the footage of one fucking, like Eric said, 4'0" security guard.
Yeah.
Running over, telling Retribution, he's like, stop it! Get the hell out of here and go home! And then one of the taller Retribution guy replies, no, you get the hell out of here. You go home.
And the security guard's like, okay. I'll leave.
And then one of them throws a
Guys
cinder...
are going home!
Yeah, right.
One of them throws a cinder block through the glass door and it shatters.
Yes.
And then for some reason, he grabs another cinder block.
Right.
Yep. And throws it through where the glass door used to be.
Right.
But isn't anymore.
Not even hitting any more glass.
No, I think it was another guy. So you know how like a lot of groups have kind of like a really dumb idiot in the group?
Right.
He just was like, yeah.
He had a brick and he didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And the five of
like
them...
Brick from Ron Burgundy.
The five of them celebrate their teenage vandalism and then run away. They're like, yeah, we did it, yeah. And they run away.
Right.
You weren't trying to break in?
No.
They didn't want to go in.
How do you go from blowing up a generator with a Molotov cocktail
To glass.
to throwing a brick through some glass?
Yeah.
Guys, we blew up everything last week. Check it out. This week, glass door.
Glass door.
Don't even tell me you mean what cinder blocks. I was just going to say cinder blocks.
You know why it broke so easily, right?
Yeah. Glass.
Glass door. So, we'll get back to these fucking retards.
Glass door. Yeah, that's good.
Next up, Sarah Schreiber interviews Mickie James backstage. Mickie, who looks great, by the way, still looks great. She says, I'm so excited to be back and lead this locker room, but if the girls think that I don't have gold on my mind, they're sadly mistaken. And then Lana and Natalya walk up laughing.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. You must be really delusional, Mickie. I mean, how are you going to lead the women's locker room if you don't even have a TikTok? I'm sorry, what? Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. You are one of the best in-ring competitors. However, we have Natalya, who is the best in-ring competitor.
I'm not sure if you're aware or not, Mickie, but I am the most winning woman in all of WWE history. You may as well just call me the Serena Williams of the WWE, Mickie.
Yep. Oh my God. Best of all time. BOAT. Hashtag BOAT.
I love that. That is so good. You are so good.
There's nothing about Monday Night Raw that is fun.
Eric, you are so good.
No, Joe. You are so good.
No, you are so good.
Yeah.
Hey, shut up.
Yeah.
No. You were so good.
Yeah. Like, these two
So
got
many
together.
lies in one promo.
Yeah.
I know.
Natalya's the best in-ring competitor.
Hey.
I have the most wins in WWE.
Wait. By this
Probably.
logic,
I'm the most winning woman. That's not right.
by this logic,
Grammatically.
Andrew cannot be the leader of this podcast because he does not have a TikTok.
I do have a TikTok.
No, you don't.
I do.
No.
No?
I do.
Andrew, how are you going to lead this locker room?
I only have
With
two.
gold on your mind.
I only have 2 TikTok videos, but
Yeah.
there are 2.
You know, I also have gold on my mind. I miss Gold Dust. That's what she was referencing, right?
Is that it? I mean, I guess she's not winning any gold.
No.
obviously. But Lana still looks awful.
Yeah.
And like Mickie James, the oldest one in that segment, and she looks the best out of all.
For
of
sure.
them.
Right.
For sure.
Like, what has happened to Lana?
I don't know.
Did she get face injections? Did she
yeah,
get?
like
she
cheek
got work
implants.
done, right?
Something.
Like, what the fuck? There was nothing wrong with you dummy.
Nothing.
They got to stop celebrating.
0.
They really got to. It's really a ridiculous thing where like they celebrate plastic surgery now and like all this shit.
Yeah.
It's like no, that's the opposite. You're supposed to love who you are.
Right.
Like
That was what everyone was saying like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Right. Now you can't say that.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Can't say anything.
It's ridiculous.
So Mickie then tells Natalya, you've been riding your family's coattails your entire career. Oh, and the thing about boats, they sink. Hashtag that. See you next week. So, like, Mickey's a good actress.
Right.
She's good on the mic. Even with this horrible dialogue, she made it work.
But clearly she doesn't understand hashtags.
Wow. Yeah.
Why would she do?
Well, that's the shitty dialogue.
Right.
Well, she was like,
Hashtag that.
I don't know. Yeah.
Hashtag.
Like hashtag boat sink. I don't know.
Yeah.
but whatever.
Hashtag fuck you.
And then Mickey walks away, and Natalia and Lana say rude at the same time.
Yeah.
This could be worse than Lana with Lashley.
It could be.
This could be worse.
Yeah.
Because now we're going to see Natalia beat Mickie James next week on Raw.
And maybe at SummerSlam.
Oh,
Wow,
my God.
But, like, Mickey's back just to lose. And it was funny because she's actually been cleared for a long time, Mickie James.
Yeah.
And she recently did some interview, or it was either, I read it somewhere, either she tweeted it or it was an interview where she was just like, maybe they should just release me because they're not using me, so I don't, if you're not going to use me, why? And now she's back, so maybe it worked. I don't know.
Vince is like right in the middle.
Yeah, sure.
I love you.
I remember when you kissed Trish Stratus, and
That's tremendous. I love you.
So
Maybe they have to put like the Lashley and MVP segment, then Retribution, then Lana and Natalia, and we'd be like, wait, give us some of that Retribution.
Right, yeah.
Also backstage, Ivar is telling Demi from The Bachelor she's back.
Yeah.
Why?
She's back.
Demi from The Bachelor never left.
He's telling, and she doesn't even say, hi, I'm Demi. We're supposed to just remember her.
Yeah.
Which I was like,
Our fans did.
I wasn't exactly sure. I was like, is
Fan.
Our fan did.
Well, I was
Our
like,
fan
is that still Demi? I wasn't sure, but
Yeah.
I looked it up. So, yeah, he's telling Demi about how he dunked the basketball.
Right.
And then Eric, Ricochet, and Cedric Alexander walk up, and they're upset because they were looking for Ivar. Cedric cries, our match is next, and I don't have any tape. Is Ivar the tape guy?
Yes.
You're relying on Ivar?
Yeah,
I thought about
he brings
that. I was
a
like,
duffel
why is he
bag full of
asking
tape.
that?
And he's talking like a child. He's like, I don't have any tape, Ivar. What the fuck?
Remember when you were a cool Ricochet?
That was Alexander, but yeah.
Remember?
None of them.
None of them are cool.
Well, I mean,
it's
by
like-
association,
No,
I
it's
guess.
like, what happened to you, Cedric? You used to be cool. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
You got the wrong guy.
Yeah. So Demi says, no, it's my fault. We were talking, and I don't know, he's kind of cute. But then she looks at Eric and says, you, not so much. So months
Running gag.
and months later. Oh, we're still doing this?
Yes. Remember when we did it a lot earlier in the summer? We just paid it off.
Yeah.
Did you?
how long
Continue.
ago? How long ago was the first one? Like May?
Yeah, maybe.
Whenever they started their back and
Yeah, I
forth
know. I'm
battle.
saying, like, when was that? May, probably?
Yeah.
Good God. So then we have the Viking Raiders, Ricochet and Cedric Alexander. You're like, okay, these are two big tag teams. They must be fighting. Like, who are the other two tag teams they're fighting?
Right.
They're fighting Akira Tozawa
Retribution.
and Retribution. I mean, the ninjas.
I'm
I
sorry.
think. It was hard
still
to
don't-
tell the difference.
As soon as I saw them around the ring, I thought it was
They wear the
Retribution's
same
fighting.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
How could they fuck this
Hold
up
on. Did
so
you think?
bad?
I really, because I was fast forwarding to past the commercials. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, Retribution's fighting already. All right,
That's
cool.
weird. We don't know who they are, but cool.
Yeah,
It-
fight.
how could you fuck this up so badly?
Right,
Where they wear
right.
the same
Why
exact
would you
shit.
put them in all black?
I'm sure the
Have them wear
ninjas...
like Mike Myers masks.
I'm
I
sure
mean,
the-
like Austin
yeah.
Powers.
The
not
same people
scary
playing the
guys.
ninjas are playing Retribution, so technically it is the same people.
Yes.
It is.
I mean-
it's like different shirt. The rest of it's exactly the
Yeah,
same.
exactly.
Just switch your fucking masks.
Oh
All
my
right.
god.
So we have the Viking experience to a random ninja for the win in like a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So those Viking Raiders are awesome, man. They beat a ninja. And then after the match, one of the ninjas rolls up Tozawa to win the 24/7 title. But oh my god, can you believe it? It's R-Truth.
For the 38th time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
38.
You fucking remembered that.
38. Well, they said it right after he won it.
They
so.
did. So good God, that's awful.
Oh, it's
Next up, Charlie Caruso interviews Drew McIntyre. He looks in the camera to send a message to Randy. Says at SummerSlam, I'm gonna rip the torch from your hand, kick you in the head as hard as I can, and then you're gonna realize that evolution has passed you by. And then Charlie asks Drew, what if Kevin Owens rips the torch from Randy Orton tonight? And he laughs for 10 minutes straight.
Yes.
10, is that 10? No, he says if that's the case, then Kevin and I will have a long talk about the future of Monday Night Raw.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. Like he'll did a title shot, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess.
So next up, we have Liv Morgan versus Peyton Royce with Billie Kay and Ruby Riott ringside. Billie gets on the apron to attack Liv, but Ruby gets on the apron too. So Billie jumps down, but the ref only sees Ruby and yells at her, and that distracts Liv. Liv's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then Peyton hits the deja vu for the win, which is just like her corkscrew suplex or whatever.
Right.
And then after the match, Ruby tries to explain herself, but Liv doesn't want to hear it.
Liv's like, "Baka!"
Yeah. She's like, whatever. And now we have week 2 of Raw Underground. Holy shit.
I feel like this needs like some special music. Well,
we should play the shitty music they play.
Yeah.
It's just like a fucking 3 things. It's awful. Anyways, by the way, the strippers are gone.
Yeah, right.
The strippers are gone. That was offensive.
The one
I'm sure they got one
strippers-
phone call for it.
Medusa tweeted about how offensive it was. And then she was like, how about the men go up there and strip? It's like the men already wrestle in Speedos.
Yeah.
Like we already see we see Randy Orton. He's basically naked.
90% of your audience is males.
Yeah.
Why would you put naked men?
And like, what is the taboo thing here that men find women attractive? Like,
Horrible.
doesn't make any sense.
You're objectifying women. Yeah.
this is
so is every Instagram model and influencer. They're all objectifying themselves. But if someone else does it, they go, she's hotter than me. I mean, that's horrible.
Oh boy.
And again, it's not like it's not like the Attitude Era where you had the women wrestlers do that stuff.
Or they're throwing baloney at them.
This is not Sasha
They're just
Banks.
dancing.
It's not Sasha Banks up there.
Right.
And, fucking Alexa Bliss. It's 3 random women.
It's 3 strippers stripping. Like, let's be honest. They went and hired 3 strippers to strip.
Right.
And leave their clothes on.
It wasn't even that hot the first time.
No.
It really wasn't.
So the strippers are gone. And Riddick Moss fights some blonde guy. That's the first fight. And last week I said the fights were too short. Like, as soon as they would get on top of him, they would end him.
Yeah.
Well, I regret what I said.
Hey,
Horrible.
yeah, fucking thanks for that.
That was horrible, Andy.
Now the matches are too long.
They're way too long.
And they're so bad. They're
like-
so bad.
They're like,
That's it.
Why are we in this hot warehouse?
Shane says there are no rules, but then 30 seconds later, Moss rakes the guy's eyes, and Shane yells, "Hey, watch the eye!"
Right.
Right.
There's no rules, but watch the eye.
They were
Hey,
out
there's
of
no
the
rules,
ring.
but follow the rules.
Yeah.
The only rules there are all the rules. All these rules.
There's
right here,
one
right
rule:
here.
don't fuck with people's eyes.
The only rule of Raw Underground is so no eye gouges. You got to show up on time.
That's
show up
it.
on time.
No on time? Okay, that too.
So Moss knocks the guy to the ground and starts stomping on his head, but he's missing by a mile, and that's when the ref stops the fight. Like he's pretending, and he's just stomping on the ground, and the ref's like, "That's it, stop doing that."
That's it. You're obviously retarded. We're stopping this fight.
And then not a single drop of blood from the loser who got knocked out and his head stomped on.
Yeah.
And it's bare knuckles. It's
You're
not
trying
like
to
you're wearing
do-
boxing
Man,
gloves.
I love
Even in UFC,
scripted
whereas-
MMA.
Yeah, you're trying to copy UFC and MMA. Go watch one MMA fight. They'll be fucking bloodied.
Right. Yeah.
One person at least, if they get their ass beat in 10 seconds, they will be bloodied.
Right. That's what we want.
Yeah.
Give me whatever.
I mean, if you're going to try to make it look real, you got to fucking put some effort into it.
And except for the first match, why is every other match that they've had the smallest guy in the room versus the biggest guy in the room?
Right.
What the fuck is that?
Who's assigning these matches?
Right.
The same guy that gave Braun Strowman James Ellsworth
right.
a few years ago.
Right.
So next up we have Asuka.
James, why are you doing this? Remember that one?
Yeah.
I'm broke.
He should come back just for Raw Underground.
Right.
Just for one little
to get
segment.
his ass destroyed.
Oh my god.
He just throws him out of the building. Like,
Yeah.
all right, James. Moron.
So next up we have Asuka versus Bayley with Sasha ringside. Bayley hit her elbow drop off the top rope, but Asuka kicked out. In the end, Bayley gave Asuka a sunset bomb into the turnbuckle, and then she mocked Kairi Sane's walk when she does her stomps.
Yeah.
And then the fucking pirate thing.
Yeah.
But then she charged at Asuka, but Asuka countered with the Asuka lock and Bayley tapped.
That was a really cool way that she set it up too.
And new.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
SmackDown
She's
Women's
now
Champion.
the SmackDown Women's Champion. I mean, you can't have 2 of your champions lose by tapping or pin and retain their titles, right? On one episode or 1 week? You can't do that, right, Eric? Right?
Hold on. Let me check the rules.
Joe, we've been doing the podcast for like 5.5 years now.
Yes, you can do that.
You're still surprised by this.
It's still fake to me, damn it. So stupid. So their champions just lose all the time. All the time. Titles doesn't change.
Well,
hands.
if you like fake stuff, we have more Raw Underground.
Yes, thank you.
Next up, we have Arturo Rujas from NXT. He was the karate guy.
Sure.
And he beats a jobber with the black mask.
Oh.
So Aleister Black, he's probably done.
Yeah,
he's not coming
he's
back
got one eye
anytime soon. And then Dabba-Kato, the Goro guy from Mortal Kombat, he fights a little guy.
Yes.
And I'm going to describe exactly what happened in this match. All right. First, he slams the guy to the mat a bunch of times. Then he grabs the guy's dick for 10 seconds.
bites it.
And Shane, who earlier said no eye gouging, said, that's okay. That's okay. He grabbed his dick.
Hey, grab that dick.
And Shane's like, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
And then Dabba...
That's okay. In jail, porn, and here. That is legal.
And then Dabba knocks the guy out with a single punch.
Right. You know, I was really like hoping like the guy who had his dick grabbed was going to do like the dick flip.
Oh.
Like the dick suplex.
Or
whatever.
he just rips out his dick.
Yeah.
And he's like,
rips
and
his dick off.
It's pulsating do like a heart.
What is it, coming?
Yeah. Oh, he must have been really excited.
Fucking fireworks. Just special effects. So then after that, Shayna Baszler walks in and she wants to fight Dabba-Kato.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Shane's like, oh, Dabba, you better get out of the ring. Come on. Are you fucking kidding me? He's like, okay, Dabba, why don't we let Shayna have the ring, okay? Yeah. So then she's looking around. None of the girls want to fight her, so she leaves the ring, punches a girl in the face, and then throws her in the ring. And then Shayna gets on top of the girl and just starts wailing away on her shoulder. She's like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they start the match. Hold on. You can just go grab people out of the audience, throw them in the ring, and that counts as a match?
Yes.
Eric, are you tapping yet? I'm punching your shoulder. Yeah, okay. Eric,
That was too much.
Eric, quit.
Too much.
Too many
I
punches.
thought
with
you
the
were
shoulder.
going for the tactic where you're just going to beat up my shoulder so I
Okay,
can't
real quick,
lift up
real
my
quick.
arm.
Work punches. That looked way better than Shayna punching the girl's shoulder.
Right.
Yeah, for real.
It's so fucking easy.
It is.
It's just not
It's
hard at all.
literally what they all do for a living. Literally. And they can't
literally.
do it.
I don't understand.
Literally.
So then 2 more girls get in the ring, and Shayna takes all of them out.
Yeah,
Beats
who
up
cares?
everybody.
And that's all for Raw Underground. Where's the Hurt? I thought the Hurt Business was... I thought Raw Underground was under new management of the Hurt Business.
Right. I guess it's under new management.
Even they were like, this is bullshit.
Yeah,
And
this
they were
is
like,
stupid.
we're out.
So then outside the Performance Center, Retribution flipped a car. We don't see it. It's just already been flipped.
4'3" people flipped a car.
Yep.
And they're just hitting it with weapons, and then they run away.
Right.
And a lot of people have been saying, like, is Vince just watching the news?
Yes.
And then he writes Raw, like he sees this is Antifa, like just doing this shit.
Oh, this is such good shit.
And like, it's hard to argue when you see this.
Yeah, I know.
Especially with the
Seriously.
car. So finally, we have Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens with Ric Flair ringside. KO mocked Orton's RKO setup and went for a stunner, but Orton blocked it and hit the RKO for the win. 12 minutes to squash Kevin Owens.
Who predicted it?
Yeah,
Sure.
After the match, Orton grabs the mic and tells Rick, you know, I have every right to be upset with you, Edge. I'm sorry, he didn't say that. No, he's like, I have every right to be upset with you, but I can't be angry at the Nature Boy. You know, this match with Kevin Owens wasn't necessary. I was only in this fight because your ego got me into this last week. But you taught me everything I know, and you're the reason I'm still in the ring 20 years later. But then he tells Rick, I don't love or respect you anymore. And then shit gets too real.
You are a liability, and I realize this because I look back all those years ago, and you know what? I know why you took a young Randy Orton under your wing. I know what you were thinking. You were thinking that I could be the son that you wish you had. Oh, what's that, Rick? What's that? Are those tears? Come on, you old ass man. All the energy you can muster in your old ass is just enough to push a couple tears out. That's all you're good for anymore, is crying. Go ahead, cry me a river. Sob like a little baby. Go ahead, let's see it. You're not the Ric Flair that everybody here looked up to from years ago. You're not the Ric Flair that taught me everything that he knows now. The Ric Flair that I looked up to wouldn't need a pacemaker inside his chest to make sure his heart kept on ticking. The Ric Flair that I know and looked up to wouldn't have slipped into a coma 2 summers ago. The Ric Flair that I always looked up to for years and years and years, he wasn't a whore for the spotlight like you are.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Son you wish you had.
It's just silly, right? I mean, it's real. He has a dead son and another son who, I just looked it up. David Flair lives with his wife in North Carolina, and they run his wife's family's business.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but is he a wrestler?
No. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
He was
Is
in
he the
WCW.
best wrestler in the world?
He dated Stacy Keibler. That's a championship by itself.
Yeah.
That's a fucking win.
That's a few titles right there. So, really deep stuff there from Orton, and Rick grabs the mic and responds.
Do I like the spotlight? Yeah. Do I like to call you the greatest because you are? Yeah. Do I want to be part of the spotlight? Yes, who wouldn't? I'm 71 years old. I'm on Raw. Do you know what that means? I got guys like Hogan calling me. How is it? And I said, Hulk, it's the greatest feeling in the world. Because I'm with you. I'm here because I do want your approval. And I do want to be with you. Because I want to be there when you win your 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. I want you to break my record. Listen to me. Not John Cena's record, my record.
Damn.
Yeah, so I'm stealing that, and I'm going to write a romantic comedy about wrestlers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
About what?
Well, that.
All that?
a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Bro love.
So then Rick says, I'm not Ric Flair anymore. I'm just Charlotte's dad, and I want to be a part of Randy Orton's life. That's all I want.
I mean,
I walk through airports every day.
Yeah. So Orton grabs the mic, tosses it out of the ring, and gives Rick a big hug. Flair then turns to leave, but Orton low blows him from behind, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone sell a low blow better than Ric Flair at 71 years old.
Well, his balls hang really low,
Yeah,
so he
it
probably
probably
really
hurt
got him.
But he was acting like he was dying. He was just like,
Have you been hitting the balls? It hurts.
you ever been 71 and hitting the balls?
Yeah, what's that like, Joe?
Wow. You want to arm wrestle or something?
Jesus.
Maybe later.
Okay, we'll do that.
So Orton then sets up for the punt kick, but the lights go out, and we hear the punt kick,
We hear it.
but we don't see it, obviously.
Someone just claps their hands. That sounded like a punt kick.
Yeah, that definitely sounded like
All
a
you really
kick.
heard was,
I mean, they could have shot it at an angle where
They
you
could have
couldn't
done
really
it
see
cinematic
it.
style.
Sure.
There was a million things they could have done.
I guess they just didn't want the image of a 70-year-old man getting
no, I
punted
just
in the
think
head.
he couldn't literally come anywhere near Rick because he's 71 and
Right.
he's been in a coma. You can't even fake it. You can't even fake punch Rick. You don't know what's going to do.
Fake low blowed him.
That's true.
That's different than the La Cabeza.
But again, you could film it in a way where it's not.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
for
course.
sure. For sure.
But
And then again, the lights haven't gone out for what? An hour and a half.
Yeah.
They haven't flickered, but in this moment they do.
right.
Just a dumb way to. We all know. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
And why? I love Flair being there. Flair being there makes Orton more interesting.
Right.
Like he's Ric Flair. And you guys were together in Evolution.
But we saw this. I've been saying this for weeks that this is happening. We knew
sure,
this
of course.
was gonna
Everyone
happen.
beats the fuck out of Flair.
And well, now
He's that guy.
Now every member of
He's the
Evolution.
JR.
Now every member of Evolution has done
Has
it,
destroyed
Yes.
including Ric Flair, who's beating himself up.
He's been-
We've
That's
seen that.
correct.
We saw
I'm
that.
going heel.
Yeah. So then McIntyre hits the ring and Orton retreats as McIntyre yells, "Even him, you evil son of a bitch!"
Hey, Drew, you couldn't hit the ring 30 seconds later?
Yeah, right.
What are we doing? Taking a piss?
big shit.
He was on the way, and then the lights went out. He got turned around, and
tripped.
lost.
But this segment I thought was great. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, Raw is a hard 3 hours to watch every week, but this segment was gold.
Yeah.
But like, you got to put Rick down again. Like, this is just like going to this card too many times.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he is 71. How much longer can he do this?
That's why they went through.
Right. Maybe he wanted to go home.
So how many sequels to Old Yeller did they make?
None.
Right. Exactly. Because they put him down. He was done.
Triple H, what was it? 15 years. I'm gonna put you down.
But again, when he's with Flair, it's like he's too cool, and he's supposed to be. They want you to really hate Orton.
Right.
We hated Orton. He's the bad
guy.
guy.
Really, yeah, but did you hear yourself a minute ago?
What an asshole.
Fuck! It worked.
They got you, Joe.
I'd still be okay with him winning the title, though.
Right, yeah, I would be too.
Yeah.
That didn't stop. Him winning it with Flair would have been better. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, guys. It's awards time, and we have a special guest. It's been a while since we've had one of our fans on.
Special guest.
But this guy donated, he pledged $100 on Patreon for this.
Wow.
And now he's going to be inducted into the What's Wrong with Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Even bigger.
The second inductee.
Yeah. Man, you can buy your way into this group. Literally.
It's just like the other Hall of Fame.
I'm not even in it.
No.
And you can just buy your way in.
No. I mean, you can't be. I mean, is Vince in the WWE Hall of Fame? That's not how that works.
Come on.
Is
Triple H?
Oh, yeah,
no.
he is.
Oh, is he?
DX, yeah.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Right. Anyways, please welcome Hermixon St. Jean. How's it going, man?
Hello. Yeah, I'm doing good, guys.
So what kind of name is Hermixon?
I'm actually Haitian, so it comes from the Son of God. That's what our culture.
That's big shoes to fill.
Mm-hmm.
How long?
Too much pressure.
How long have you been listening to our show?
I've been listening to you guys since 2016.
Oh, wow.
Early on.
Since I've been in high school. I've just graduated like 2 years ago.
Okay. Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah. Damn.
You guys.
That's awesome. Man. Thanks.
Were we too like R-rated for someone that was that young?
No, when you're.
For me, like, I'm a wrestling fan, so I really didn't care. I would venture out for a million podcasts, and like, you guys were the only podcast that I could relate to.
Nice, I mean, when you're that, when I was in middle
16,
school,
17, yeah.
When I was in middle school, I was listening to like hardcore rap.
Well, that's your problem.
But I mean, like, everyone was.
Yeah.
When you're a young teenager,
13,
curse words are awesome to you.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah.
Right.
And at 33, curse words are awesome to me.
They're not.
Yeah, I love them.
It doesn't die.
I sprinkle them in every fucking day.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Hey, sorry.
All right, let's do awards. Hermixon, you'll go first every time.
All right.
All right, so who did you have for worst dressed?
All right, so who I had for worst dressed was Natalia. She was wearing some like weird shoulder pads or something like going on with
those are gross.
She kind of matched Lana,
right?
And like, so I had both of them. So I'm gonna see your Natty, and I'm gonna raise you a Lana.
Yeah,
she just looked terrible.
I had the Ninja / Retribution because they're the same thing.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
they're
who's
pretty
who?
shitty dressed. Yeah,
I had Sonya Deville when she came out in a suit and tie, like a black suit and tie. I don't know.
I kind of dig that.
You dig that?
Yeah.
So you're into
She
women.
pulls it off.
You're into women who dress like men.
Why can't
honestly,
she wear a
as long as she's barefooted, it'd be fine. For the record.
Let the record
I think
show.
Eric's been liking men for a couple of podcasts.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Ooh.
Thank you for that.
All right. What
We're
about
gonna check the tape on that?
What
later.
about best dressed?
For best dress, of course, Sasha Banks always wins every week.
Oh,
She does win a lot of weeks.
She wins a lot. I had Liv Morgan again, second week in a row.
Sasha's been winning a lot of weeks for me, but this week it was Vega
I had Vega as well.
in her ring gear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zelina.
Okay.
Worst acting?
Miz and Morris.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Lord.
More specifically,
Yeah.
the wig.
The
Okay.
way-
Worst acting.
Oh my god. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yeah. Miz and Morrison for sure.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
Miz and Morrison.
Is that a?
Joe.
Is that
Sweep
a?
it.
There
Sweep
you
it. Yeah.
go. Best acting.
Randy Orton.
All right.
Randy Orton was amazing, and so was Rick. I'm going to go with Samoa Joe. I really enjoyed what he brought to the table on that signing.
He was really good. I had Orton. I thought Orton was amazing.
I had Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Flair.
He got very emotional and talked
Right.
about his coma that he was in, all that stuff.
None of these are wrong answers.
No.
Yeah, they're all.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always right, but it was worst comment.
I'm gonna go with when Lana and Natalya said "boat." Best of all time was the most corniest thing ever.
You know what?
Really bad.
You know what? I was gonna do the wig up in here, hell yeah, but I'm gonna change it to yours, Her Mixon. I'm gonna agree with you. The boat thing was so dumb.
I'm still going with hair, yeah.
Hair, yeah.
I put just any hair pun.
Right.
None of them
hair
were
puns.
good.
All right,
Yeah.
2 and 2. Split it.
Right. All right. What is that?
Sorry.
All right. What about best comments?
I'm gonna go with when Corey Graves was talking about Mandy Rose, saying that she looks like the God's greatest soccer mom right now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah,
That's really good. I think I just had the Flair line when he was kind of just being real sentimental, like I'm not Ric Flair anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had Rick when he said, "I want you to break my record, not John Cena's record."
Oh, that was good.
No, I had me and Joe were the same. I'm not Ric Flair. I'm just Charlotte's dad.
Yeah.
Wait, did John Cena break the record?
No, but he
it.
tied him.
He tied it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was bullshit. We all know Ric Flair really has 21 championships.
Yeah. Charlotte
Really?
will still break that though.
Yeah, I'm sure. All right, worst match?
The Miz and Morrison match with Heavy Machinery.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I went with the Viking Raiders, Ricochet, Alexander, and a bunch of ninjas.
Versus ninjas. I had Andrews split it.
Super slow-mo.
Baron Corbin and Sheamus.
Yes,
Right? Yeah.
agreed.
I had Heavy Machinery and Miz and Morrison for slow-mo.
I had Bayley Asuka just because we've kind of been seeing that matchup
Too
a
much.
lot, and we already knew who was winning.
Okay, well then let me ask you this. Best match?
Really? I actually had Asuka and Bayley as my best.
That's what I had. I don't know. I mean, I don't know
I
what
had
else
the
to pick.
24/7 champion.
Yeah, I didn't
okay.
know other matches were good.
Give me name a better match.
Right.
Bayley and
Let's
Asuka.
I had a new champion.
Shit. New champ.
I had Orton Owens for my best.
12-minute squash match.
Sure.
Squashing
No,
Kevin Owens.
Squashing Owens.
Please.
Please.
Even you said the ending to Bayley and Asuka was great.
I said that the move was cool, but
Well,
the
the-
match we've seen it.
No, Bayley
so
and
much.
Asuka, I guess. I just hate picking, like Eric, I hate picking something I've seen 10 times recently.
Right.
It's stupid.
Okay, worst move?
So I don't know if you guys watched Raw Underground, but
Oh.
that big dude
Yeah.
grabbed the hell out of the dude's balls. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's funny you should say that because I wrote dick grab for my worst move.
I have handful of cock.
Fine, we'll sweep it. We'll sweep the cock grab.
Sweep the cock.
Wait,
Wait, was that in Karate Kid? Sweep the cock.
Yeah. Sweep the cock.
Wait, her mission
Sensei?
said...
You have a problem with that? No, Sensei.
Yeah, right. So, all right, sweeping the dick grab. Best move?
Best move, I went with when Bayley did the reversal on Asuka and put her in a leg lock.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was good.
That was good.
I had mine involved nuts again. I had Orton's low blow on
Really?
Flair. Yeah.
Wow.
I
You
just
went
had Flair
balls
selling
out
it.
on these awards.
Yes.
Flair selling it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. My best was Asuka's reversal into the Asuka lock.
Right.
Yeah.
Worst segment or moment?
Obviously the dirt sheet.
Dirt
And
sheet?
Um,
Dirt sheet?
I wrote dirt sheet until
Yeah, there's-
until Retribution, and it's kind of like a tie. But I guess since you guys have, I'll pick Retribution. They both deserve to win this award.
I had the Retribution segment where they broke the glass door.
Right.
And then
So
threw
dumb.
another
Oh, yeah.
brick.
Another cinder block
Right.
through the window.
All right, and then best moment or segment.
I'm gonna go with when Dominic was actually getting whooped by those canes.
It was almost too much, though, right?
Yeah, but it just felt real. So it just
Oh, it
felt
was
Yeah.
fucking real. I'll
The
tell you
shots-
that much.
No,
Yeah.
that's what I had.
Okay.
I had the
Best moment.
kendo stick beat down.
I had Orton and Flair.
Yeah.
Orton and Flair for me. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it was good. It was split. It was good.
Yeah.
so.
All right. Well, that's all for awards, man. If you want to say any last words before we let you go, or
Any shout out?
any shout outs,
Don't be plugging other podcasts.
that's
I
a
ain't
rule.
plugging any podcast. Only plug this podcast. What's one with wrestling? All right,
awesome.
that's pretty much. I don't know what to say.
Where do you live?
I actually live in Orlando, Florida. I'm
Oh,
close
nice.
to the performance center, actually.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
So were you gonna go to WrestleMania?
I was
Yeah.
in town until they got, Corona happened.
Right.
Were you going to find us?
Yeah.
We would have been somewhere.
Probably drunk.
I think we had a bar picked out, but we
Yeah.
didn't really reveal the plans until
I mean, we couldn't really make
plans, yeah.
concrete plans.
Well, maybe we'll be in Hollywood for Mania next year. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. That's not.
Yeah, what are you, crazy?
Oh, yeah.
You mean when COVID-20 comes?
It's like in 8 months.
Uh-oh, COVID-20's here.
Yeah.
Why is it always last year's model?
Oh.
Yeah.
Really is.
All right, man. Well, thanks again so much
Thank
for
you.
coming on. This was a lot of fun, and
Thank you.
we'll talk to you later, man.
Good work, good picks. Thank you.
Yes, very good picks.
Thank you.
All right, man. See you later.
Bye.
Alrighty. Thank you, Skype, as always.
Yeah.
I don't know
They
why
don't
I
pay us.
plugged
Shut your
Skype.
mouth.
Everyone knows what that sound is, though. All right, on to breaking news.
Yeah.
So this is sad. James Harris, a.k.a. Kamala, has passed away at the age of 70, and the coronavirus got him. I mean, he was already in poor health, but they said the coronavirus.
He had lost a leg due to diabetes,
Both
right?
legs.
Both legs.
Oh,
God.
Yeah, and that's been like for years. But the coronavirus got him, and WWE didn't do a video package. And like I remember when I heard he died, I told Joe, I'm like, they're not going to do a video package because it's too offensive now. Like
Right.
his character is so fucking racist.
I'll tell you though, as someone who was watching while he was a wrestler, his character was bigger than his time in WWE. And I know they brought him back a couple of times,
Right.
like for a legend, but he really wasn't in WWE that long.
Yeah.
He never fought for. He might have lost to someone in a championship match just because he was so big, but like he really wasn't that big of a deal.
Someone posted a video of him fighting Randy Orton on SmackDown in 2005.
What?
Right, like he came back, I'm sure, for a couple dumb matches,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
because he was the legend killer, so they had to
course.
bring back legends for him to kill.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he killed him.
yeah.
Again, he has no legs now, so who knows if that had to do with a couple RKOs? Or,
Oh my God.
who knows?
RKOs
got
take your legs away?
RKO'd the
If they're
legs
done
right
right.
off of them.
If they're done right.
Wow. All right. R.I.P. Also, MVP announced that he signed a long-term deal with WWE. So that sucks. The Hurt Business.
So that sucks.
No, MVP also did an interview with Newsweek and said that Samoa Joe is going to be back in action soon. So cross your fingers.
Please.
And then Seth Rollins appeared on Gorilla Position where he said today's fans don't have the patience for long-term storytelling.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, he's just trying to defend his crappy storyline.
Yeah.
I mean, I've enjoyed Randy Orton's long-term storyline that's been going on since January.
Correct.
It's been very good.
Yeah.
No one complained about Gargano and Ciampa's 2-year feud
No.
because it was fucking great.
Yeah.
It's just yours sucks.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan's feud from basically SummerSlam, or story from SummerSlam to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I mean, that was in there. That was great.
Right. You're just defending your crappy storyline, that's all.
Yeah.
And then Ken Shamrock tweeted that he wants to be a part of Raw Underground. He said, hey, WWE and Shane McMahon, next time you guys want to do some worked shoots on Raw Underground and actually make them look good, you got my number, give me a call.
Wow.
Isn't he with Impact?
Breaking kayfabe all over the place.
But they have those month-to-month contracts over there.
Right.
Yeah.
Week to week.
Week-to-week contracts.
Yeah. And then also, I found this interesting. Mustafa Ali lost to Riddick Moss on Main Event.
And buried.
What?
And again, Mustafa Ali came back,
2
and
weeks
then he
ago.
was there the next week, lost to Lashley, and he hasn't been on Raw since.
No.
And now he's jobbing to Riddick Moss on Main Event.
Yes.
They're like, oh my God, look who's back. Mustafa Ali. Jobber.
Look who's back on Main Event.
He was going to be the SmackDown hacker. He was going to get this huge push. And now he's jobbing to Riddick Moss on Main Event.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. That's unbelievable. Any other news?
Just one thing. Daniel Bryan and The Rock kind of had like a Twitter banter about how Daniel Bryan wants a match with The Rock at WrestleMania because his kid makes him listen to the song from Moana that The Rock sings.
Yeah. That's
And The Rock was like, oh, yeah, hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
But it'll
He's full of shit.
never happen.
The Rock was jerking off as he tweeted that.
Oh,
He
wow.
was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's do it right now.
He was probably signing the XFL papers.
Right. All right, let's move on to rumors then.
Rumors!
Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe.
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet.
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance.
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed.
So, Wrestling Observer reported that AEW matched WWE's contract offer to Rey Mysterio, but it didn't really matter because Rey's staying with WWE.
Why would AEW want
obviously to be with his son?
Right. Like, why would they? They don't need him. What would he do?
Wrestle?
Who? Jericho?
Everyone? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they like him.
Yeah.
He was at All In or whatever. One of the pay-per-views they did. Yeah, it was the first one that wasn't an AEW one, technically. But yeah, he's staying there. He's gonna be with his son. And then Dominic Dijakovic tweeted, and then quickly deleted a picture of a static image to Vince McMahon, and then in very small letters you could read, "We are in control." So Dijakovic's really trying to say he's a part of Retribution.
But you have to at least have a guy that's over 5'7"
Right.
if you're going to say that he's been a part of this the whole time.
Yeah.
Somebody, anybody.
Right.
But somebody, that's just stupid. That's really dumb.
Well, on the plus side, we know that Dominic Dijakovic will never just be Dominic because that name is taken.
Right. He'll be Dijakovic.
Which is
And that's it.
fine.
Yeah, that's fine. His name's too long enough as it is. It'll just be the long history of NXT wrestlers who get called up and lose half their name.
Yeah. They'll just call him Double D. Hey, it's Double D.
Hey, I got the Double D. You want the Double D, bitch? You got any? You got any more rumors? Or?
I think I had one. Oh yeah, there's a rumor going around that there's going to be a match between Sonya and Mandy at Mania. Not Mania. SummerSlam. A hair versus hair match. Because they did the whole hair cutting angle.
Yeah, but Mandy already cut her hair as low as it could ever possibly go.
Right, exactly.
Well, I think
so
we
Sonya will
know
have the same cut.
So Sonya's getting a buzz cut.
Yeah. If anyone's getting a buzz cut, obviously it's going to be Sonya Deville.
Right.
Come on.
Wow, Andrew.
True, though.
I mean, they did a hair versus hair match with Molly Holly and someone else. Molly shaved her head.
Yeah, she did.
Mandy's not shaving her head. No. She would lose her entire appeal.
Right.
If she shaved.
Her Instagram would go down to 3 followers.
She'd go
You're
away
still
for a
beautiful.
month,
No,
and it
it'd
would
be-
still be like a hot
There'd
haircut.
still be those fans like, you're beautiful. Oh my, it's perfect.
Yeah.
You're better than ever. It's like, you fucking liars. All right, trivia time.
All right, we're going to play a game of Who Am I? It's going to be versing each other.
You mean
Who are you?
Who are you?
Nice.
And the first to blurt out the answer wins. You only get one guess the first time. Then you have to wait for your partner to guess. Then you get a second guess after
Partner
that.
or opponent?
Opponent.
Okay.
So again, you can. If I say, I started the Straight Edge Society, right?
Yes,
oh,
CM
CM Punk, right?
That's one for me.
So no, this is just one person.
Also-
so I'm just saying, you get
also I
one
said it
guess, and then if that's wrong, your opponent gets a guess until you get to
I
guess
won the
again.
practice round.
Here
is
we
what
go.
you're saying. I won the practice round?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So, I had my first SummerSlam match in 2006 when I defended my ECW championship against Sabu. In 2008, I had a dark match against Chavo Guerrero's bodyguard, Bam Neely. In 2009, I defended successfully the tag team titles with my partner against Crime Time. In 2000,
Big Show?
That is correct, Eric. The next few guesses we're gonna make it obvious.
Eric can claim the victory, but that means he watched ECW. So that's your loss, buddy.
I thought maybe you guys would say some more obvious ECW guys because
Right.
Against Sabu would have thrown me off. I've been like naming Tommy Dreamer, even maybe Lashley, RVD.
When he
something
said
like that.
against Crime Time, they only feuded with a few people. And
This is East
Jericho. is one
Jericho,
of them.
yeah, that's why I couldn't.
What's
say the partner.
ECW? Big Show.
Yeah,
As your champion.
Yeah.
But he
Are
was
you
undefeated
me?
until 2012 in SummerSlams. Now
Really?
he didn't fight in every one since '99,
Yeah.
because of injuries and stuff. Until he finally lost in 2012 to Andrew Brownie Points triple
Wait.
threat match.
In ECW?
No, 2012 Big Show
SummerSlam.
fought
He was,
SummerSlam
he was undefeated at SummerSlam?
until 2012, where he lost in a triple threat match to in a WWE Championship triple threat
John
match.
Cena.
He was in it, but he was not the champion.
Orton.
No.
Eric. Daniel Bryan.
No.
No, Eric's good at these. 2012.
Cena was in it. Was it Edge?
No, CM Punk.
Okay.
CM Punk. That was his first SummerSlam loss.
Wow.
In 13 years, but again, he wasn't in every one.
When does Big Show show up in to Raw Underground?
Oh God!
Never.
And they all freak out.
I'm thinking of that
Or Brock
WrestleMania
Lesnar.
match.
And then Shayna Baszler takes him out with one punch.
Yes, please.
Brock Lesnar shows up to Raw Underground, destroys it.
And then Kane. Oh God.
They're gonna fight right here, right now.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
All right, fan questions.
Oh, so I won?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And
job.
new.
I won.
All you had to do was watch ECW every week for like 2 years. Congrats.
That's true.
I
put in the work. I put in the work.
I put in the work.
I knew one day someone would ask me about this shit. All right, Kyle Foxton, I hope you guys weren't too hard on Retribution today. If you're not careful, they may come and knock over your action figures or crumble some papers. You know, real renegade shit.
Oh, God, they better not.
Yeah.
They're like, are you crazy? I knocked the water bottle off the table.
Tony Schiavone, what you're looking at here with the FTW Championship is some renegade shit, brother. That's what that is. That's some renegade shit.
He doubled down on
You
it.
have to put that on the soundboard.
I know, I will.
Just that's some renegade shit, yeah.
Yeah. And then Jason Deerp said, well, they'll all jump and cheer like a bunch of idiots for 5 minutes afterwards. That
Correct.
is true.
Giving us plenty of time to beat them up.
Yeah. Alan Kimmett, what do you think Dominic Mysterio's finisher will be at SummerSlam? Personally, I'll think it'll be the devastating fruit roll-up or toad splash.
Ooh.
I mean, maybe he
619?
Does he win at SummerSlam? I don't know.
I don't think so.
God, no.
Maybe Ray comes and helps him.
Maybe. Seth can afford a loss. No one gives a shit. Maybe he does win. After that beating, it makes you think he has a chance. Maybe that's why they beat him up so bad.
Right.
You go, wait, Dominic could maybe win. I think he'll do the 619, and then, I don't know, maybe like a belly to belly.
Belly to
Some kind
belly.
of- yeah, something lame.
Well,
like
he's
that.
done the 619 and the frog splash. He'll probably
Yeah.
just do that.
His
He'll probably
dad's
do the frog
moves.
splash.
Yeah, that's
he
all
did
he's
it to Lesnar.
His dad's moves.
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero.
Joey Montez, Pushfire Barry, delete. Pushfire Barry, delete time travel movies.
Oh, Lord.
First of all, let me
Wait,
just stop
this is
you.
not wrestling.
We're not going to do this.
Okay.
Because this is too... I'm offended. Back to the Future, Terminator, X-Men, Days of Future Past, and Avengers Endgame. There's just... You can't do it.
You
No,
can't. Those
it
are
can't
all
be
great
done.
movies.
Yeah. You just can't do it, man.
Days of Future Past, I can watch at any moment.
Yeah.
Watch the whole thing. Matter of
Same,
fact, if it's
same
1
here.
a.m. and I'm like, let me just see what's on, and that movie just started, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Those
watching the
aren't
whole
just
thing.
4 of the best time travel movies. These are 4 of the best movies. Like,
All
Right.
time.
Now, if you had maybe said, like, Back to the Future 3...
well, but then it's too easy. Now it's too
Yeah.
difficult. You
Right.
can't. I can't fire or delete or even bury any of those movies. That would just be
Terminator
wrong.
would probably lose, which is stupid because that's a great.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm saying it would lose in that.
I told you not to do this.
Oh, sorry.
I said we're not doing this.
Yeah.
Now I'm
So
pissed.
is that one delete?
No,
so that's
no, none are being deleted. Stop it. Justin Stewart, if Vince discovered your podcast and invited you to be on Raw in a very shitty segment, would you do it?
Yes.
First of all,
Wait,
We would
buy
do
the
it.
podcast?
Huh?
He buys the podcast? Wait, what'd you
No.
say?
if he
Says-
discovered it.
First of all, he has discovered it.
Yes.
Secondly, yeah,
100%.
if he'd just invite us to be on Raw in a very shitty segment, would we do it?
How could we not, guys?
Yeah,
How
we
could
would do
Of
it.
course we would.
And then we would recap and make
then-
fun of it.
And then I would run an amazing segment. They'd be like, we got to give this guy a job. No,
Yeah.
we'd be writers on it probably
They-
the next week.
Yeah, they would give us a shitty segment. We're like, all right, we got it. And then we would make it great.
I'll,
We'll
go
get
off
beat up
script.
by Retribution,
Right.
and then
I'll ask another question.
Okay.
Would you guys be writers for all 3 of us? Would you guys be writers for WWE knowing that nothing you write will ever make TV? And again, the answer to that is, of course we would.
Yeah.
Because we're still doing kind of our dream jobs.
Right, yeah.
Writing for WWE, knowing that Vince is just going to shit on everything.
Yes.
I'm a good charmer. I'll get Vince on our side. Just give me some time.
I'll blow him.
all right, I guess we have to move to Orlando.
Look, Eric has got this great idea. Vince, listen to me, buddy. Let me stroke
I
your
mean,
voice.
a writer probably makes, like a starting writer there would probably make like 40, 50 grand.
That's all.
And then you have to
really?
travel. Well, when there's not the coronavirus, you have to travel everywhere for every show.
Right.
So
Again, I'm in.
I think we'd be excited for a month and then realize, man, this sucks.
Right.
This blows.
It was great meeting, it was great meeting Triple H.
Yeah.
It was great getting yelled at by Vince.
What
is this shit? And he tears it up in our face and throws the paper at us.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
That's
he
the
challenges us to a wrestling match. It was weird.
Yeah.
So, guys, how was that job for a year? Well, we all had to move in together because we couldn't afford anything else.
No.
So
And by move in, we had to get an RV.
Yeah. Wait,
And,
so
we're
Eric,
actually-
did you get divorced? No, couldn't afford it.
Nope.
And we're actually a part of Retribution now because we've been treated wrong, and now we're just attacking the Performance Center on a weekly basis. That's still going on. A year later? Yeah, a year later. Yep, we're still doing that.
Yeah, they had me wear it because at least I'm kind of taller and like Dijakovic, who has not debuted yet.
No, it's a long game. Vince is waiting for fans to come back. And
We're playing the long con.
Dashing Dan, Pushfire Barry, these 60-minute Iron Woman Braun panties matches. Mandy versus Sonya, Kyrie versus Sasha, Liv Morgan versus Paige.
Pushing the first one, firing the middle one, burying the last one.
You're pushing Sonya Deville and Mandy?
It's Mandy. In 60 minutes of
Yeah,
Mandy
but
and
Liv and
panties.
Paige are both hot.
Sonya's
Sasha
hot.
and Kyrie are
Sonya's
both hot.
really hot.
No, not compared to all of them. Everyone else here? No.
Paige is a little older. I don't know. Sure, you could push Liv and Paige. I'm not going to fight you on it.
Right.
Push any of them. Paige is what, 25 years old?
She's so old for this.
She's a MILF in porn
She's got to
now.
be 30 now.
She's like a MILF in porn.
Yeah, she's old.
Basically.
Paige.
Jaden Theodore, I know you guys rip on AEW a lot, but at least it doesn't have the poison that is underground in Retribution.
That's
I mean,
true.
yeah, we do.
27, Jesus.
But we also say that AEW is better than Raw. I mean, we always say that. It's still better than Raw most of the time. Damien Kite, Pushfire Barry, leader of Retribution. Vince, it was me all along.
Probably that. What else?
Hornswoggle,
No.
former anonymous GM. And Rikishi, he did it for The Rock.
I'd push Vince.
Rikishi.
Push Vince, Barry,
Rikishi.
Vince
would just be funny, and we would get to make fun of it.
Right.
But it would make no sense.
I'm going to inject my own company with
Poison. El Idolo, how long until after crowds are allowed at WWE events would you feel comfortable going? I mean, that depends on
a lot of
COVID
things.
and how they run it. And
But I've been saying if like the first show, if they were like, okay, we're going to do our first show, we're going to travel, it's in Houston, I would go. I'd wear a mask and I'd go.
Yeah, I'd definitely wear a mask. Because even like before COVID, some of the hygiene of like some of those wrestling fans
but what
is
if
not great.
What if you go and the rule is you're not allowed to wear a mask like it originally was?
I don't know then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Albert, you win. I canceled my WWE Network subscription and I'm keeping my What's Wrong with Wrestling subscription.
That's what I'm talking about. Money well spent.
Yes.
Fuck you, Vince.
Yeah.
We got another one.
We just got $10 of Vince's money.
So this past weekend, one of our patrons, AJ Flores, was in town, and he gave me a bunch of beer from his area, and he told me that he also canceled his network, not watching, only relying on us for his WWE
Smart
information. So just wanted to give him a little shout out.
He traveled to Houston, part of his job?
No, him and his wife were coming here like for a birthday party or something.
Nice.
Jake Baker, do you think people will still say wrestling is fake after seeing Dominic Mysterio's kendo stick wounds?
I mean, you can do a lot with makeup.
Still real to me.
Ravishing Rick Moranis with the recent passing of Kamala. Curious if there was any wrestling death that hit you hard.
Oh, God.
I mean, Macho Man. When Macho Man died, I was like,
Yeah. Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, but Guerrero was still going, and he was really good at the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
that one sucked.
Owen
And then Owen
Hart.
Hart, probably the worst one.
I mean, the initial reaction everyone had to Benoit was, oh my God, Benoit. And then, you
Oh,
you
yeah.
find out information later, but it was still like, as a wrestling fan, you're like, shit.
The Benoit was crazy because I didn't know about it until I turned on Raw. Raw starts, and the first thing you see is in memory of Chris Benoit. And I'm
Right.
like, what? What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then Vince is in the ring, and I'm like, I was just shocked. It was fucking crazy.
We could go my character, Vincent McMahon, died in a car crash.
And now we have PG Wrestling because of Chris Benoit.
Yep.
Thanks, Benoit. You killed wrestling. Miles Stacy, rumor has it that Randy Orton contracted syphilis just from low-blowing Flair.
That's funny.
That is confirmed, actually.
That's confirmed.
Rick, can you confirm that?
Woo! Oh, boy.
I'm sorry.
He's not sorry.
Chris Barra, if AEW had their debut on Monday opposite Raw instead of NXT, what do you think that What's Wrong with Wrestling scoreboard would be out of 50 weeks?
Raw 0, AEW 50.
Probably like 40 to 10 AEW.
Yeah, probably something like that.
10 is really pushing it.
That is pushing it.
Yeah.
Muffy the Beaver Slayer. If the Hemsworth Hulk Hogan movie gets made, who could you see play Savage, Warrior, or Andre, actor, wrestler, or athlete? I think
Big Show would have to play Andre.
For sure.
Well, yeah, John Cena should play Ultimate Warrior.
Oh,
He's
God,
built for
yeah.
it. That would be fucking amazing.
That would be great.
That was like when we were talking about the Saudi rumor that they wanted Ultimate Warrior back. And I was like, just throw John Cena in Warrior's outfit and have run him out there.
Sure.
But he could be Ultimate Warrior.
Same body.
And then who could be Savage?
Oh, man. Those are big shoes to fill.
It's got to be...
It's got to be like a character actor that could do that voice. And
Yeah.
Maybe... No, he's too old. It's got to be someone with a good body that's not old enough yet. That's a big wrestling fan.
Joe Pisano?
Yeah. Like... I don't
Yeah.
know. I can't think of someone... I was thinking like Steve Buscemi is a good character actor, but he's too old.
Yeah.
He can't get buff like that.
No.
I'm a macho man. Hey. Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. That's a hard one to cast. It's
Yeah.
only one Macho Man.
Right.
That's hard.
Just do Macho Man auditions. Whoever's the
Right.
buffest and has the best voice.
Get the guy who was in Spider-Man, the guy who played Bonesaw.
Oh, he's great.
He's great.
perfect.
He looks
Oh, my
just
God.
like
I
Macho
think
Man.
he
Is
might
he
have
still
passed
wrestling?
away in a car
shit.
accident.
He's not wrestling anymore?
No.
No.
Okay.
Damn.
Alan Dick, honest question. Do you think this week's Raw was worse than Friday's SmackDown? Well, Raw had at least one thing good.
Yeah.
SmackDown had nothing.
Nothing.
True.
So we'll go with Raw. It was better.
Yes.
Alex Verduzco, still a few months to go, but which wrestler do you guys feel deserves the Royal Rumble next year? As horrible as WWE has been the last 10 years, one thing they did do right was give Drew the win. Does WWE get it right 2 years in a row? They got it right 2 years in a row. They actually got Seth and Becky
was
last year.
right.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, we had Charlotte, but it's for the men. They got it right 2 years in a row.
Who's the
But
next up and
I don't know.
coming?
It's too early.
Yeah.
It is too early.
Like if Orton wins the title, Edge returns for the Rumble again.
No, right.
Right.
No. He's already won it, what, twice or once?
He's won it
I don't
once.
I like the new guys that haven't had their shot yet, obviously.
I'd like to
We always say Kevin Owens. Yeah, I
win the
mean, we
Rumble.
always say Kevin Owens.
Has he ever won it?
No, of course
No.
not.
Yeah.
Of course not.
No.
Zach the Ripper, I need y'all to do another drunk cast soon, and also please check Talkin' Shop Mania, the pay-per-view that Gallows and Anderson did. Did you guys see any of that? I mean, it was.
No.
I saw like a couple clips. It was horrible, and like it's just bad. Like, and it was bad on purpose, but like they all talk about how crappy WWE is, but then you go and copy their crappy segments.
Right.
I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe we can have a drunk cast Mania or Summer. I keep saying Mania. SummerSlam
Just, you
weekend.
can't get your eyes off Mania,
I
man.
know.
Just-
Eyes on the prize.
One of the biggest disappointments in my life was not going to that weekend.
Yeah.
I feel like it was going to be a lot of fun. Universal, come on.
Yeah.
well, at least they have a Universal in LA, right?
Sure.
Yeah, like that's going to happen in March. Get the fuck out of here.
That's true.
Get out
Yeah.
of here.
The world will be dead by then. Come on.
Right.
God's going to flood it. We'll be on boats.
All right,
Six
Matt.
of us left.
Matt Damon, and we'll still be doing the podcast.
Me, you,
Yeah.
Paige.
We'll still do the podcast.
Mandy Rhodes.
Matt Damon, which of these things do you trust less? Vince McMahon with full creative control, the Jets front office, a fart. Follow-up question, why is it number one even though you can't trust any fart?
I can trust my own farts. I cannot trust the Jets front office.
No.
So as long as I've been
Or
a Jet
Vince.
fan.
And then Bonesaw is ready. Oh, he is alive.
That's crazy.
In my personal opinion, I believe Curtis Axel is behind the Retribution attacks. I believe starting this moment from now, from this moment on, this will be the moment starting now
Very good.
of the genesis
Yes.
of McGillicuddy.
Yes.
That was good.
Again, I've always said what my idea from the beginning was these are a group of people that he fired.
Right.
And that they're like, all right, let's bring back this one.
So Heath Slater.
Maybe, yeah.
Gallows and Anderson.
Nope. Can't be Gallows.
Yeah.
My idea for Retribution is that next week we don't see them, and then the week after that we don't see them, and then we just never see them again. That'd be my idea.
That's a good idea.
For Retribution.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you burn the good stuff, might as well burn the bad stuff.
Yeah.
The Raw Jam was dumb. It just was gone one day.
Yeah. All right. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Give us a 5-star review. Check out our official website. Our brand new and improved website, what's wrong with wrestling.com.
Mobile friendly.
Mobile friendly. Go check it out. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. Get a t-shirt at ProWrestlingTees.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling.
Yep.
And sign up on Patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. Just like Her Mixon was on the show earlier, you could be on the show too.
You could do it.
You could do it. Just
Money
do the
well
Hall
spent.
of Fame.
Yeah. Right.
Hall of Fame tier. But if not, just do the $5 low card tier, and there you go.
Yeah. All right.
And you're in.
You're in.
We got SummerSlam coming up. I mean,
Yeah.
next week we have to do our SummerSlam predictions.
Oh, man.
Who's the champ right now?
Me.
It's you still? Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to win. I mean, I always win SummerSlam.
yeah.
I'm the big
always
four.
win
I'm the big four
also
guy.
always win SummerSlam.
You guys
I'm the
win.
most winningest woman of all time, Lana. All right?
Yeah.
So I just wanted you to know that.
Rude.
We counted them.
This is the moment.
I've been around.
The Genesis.
I've been around the longest, so I'm the
Slam
best.
Ultimate.
Oh, yeah?
Everyone knows that.
What is a mustache? Ha ha ha.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big Flair's pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Eric's third most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric, yeah, we'll push him off a cliff. Doesn't think Stacy Keebler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with